Hello everybody, this is Love is Dead and I'm coming to you with a broadcast of the defense. It is Copenhagen Wolves versus Quantic Gaming. It's going to be an exciting matchup today. The Quantic side, we all know, is incredibly fun to watch Korok play. He's extremely mobile. Any hero that has any type of blink, any form of blink, he loves to play. And loves to be extremely mobile on the battlefield, just getting himself everywhere, pulling off kills really quickly. And they're going to be up against the Wolves. And I've heard a lot of good things about Dickinson's casting. But let's talk about what's going on right here, because it's happening really quickly. We have Darkseer, Lycan, and Nature's Prophet ban out from Wolves, which is Darkseer's great in lane. Lycanthrope is fantastic pusher and jungler. And Nature's Prophet, good all-around hero. You can put him anywhere. Chen is a great push. Broodmother is a good push, and you don't want to have a really good Brewmaster against you because he can be a huge force to have to deal with. Anyways, CK is going to be the pickup as well as Leshrac. The Wolves get Leshrac is a huge hero right now. Quantic doesn't give them Shadow Demon, which I'm sure the Wolves would have picked up. That is a combination that's been used recently, the disruption into Split Earth. Quantic get themselves Invoker, Enigma, plus Shadow Demon, a huge ganking power that they've picked up for themselves right now. Shadow Demon is going to play a support. It remains to be seen exactly who he is going to support. Probably going to be Korok, if I had to guess, but who they're going to pick remains as an uncertainty. The Wolves now have seen that Quantic has picked up a ganking strategy, or they could go into a carry strategy. So they're going to look for, perhaps they're going to try to round out their push, maybe pick up an Enchantress, or they might be going for a late game potential themselves, or maybe more of a mid game. It's hard to exactly say. A lot of teams haven't been broadcasting exactly what they're going to be doing as much as earlier. Teams have been picking up like a lot of all-around heroes and just playing more of a safe game than has been played in the past few months, trying to make sure that they get the right initiation, they get the right timing to go in. Anyways, Windrunner is going to the pickup, so Wolves probably going to be putting her in a solo lane. Remains to be seen who they're going to pick up for either. They could, let's see, could they run a tri-lane? They could run a tri-lane if they wanted to. They put Leshrac in middle lane, Windrunner on a solo lane, and then a tri-lane somewhere else, but they don't have a jungler yet. I think they're looking for one. Lone Druid is a ban out. I think that might have been Quantic scene going on, because Windrunner is able to take a solo lane, so they are trying to ban out who would be the strongest for them to pick up as a jungler or as a tri-lane. Anyways, Enigma is on the Quantic side, and they haven't picked up a jungler yet either. They haven't picked up a solo laner either, unless it's going to be Invoker. Who is possible to do that? You don't usually see him on the hard lane, however. Beastmaster is going to be a ban out from Wolves, looking at trying to get rid of who can take the long lane. Beastmaster and Windrunner are the top picks for that role. I want to see what team is going to go with the hard carry. One of them is going to do it. It's just who is going to. Windrunner pickup might say that Enchantress is going to be picked up, because that would leave them with a jungler. Very strong jungler too. Her Impetus even deals great damage late game. The further that spear travels, the more damage it deals. Waiting for the final ban out from Quantic. They're going to either look for a carry or an Enchantress, would be my educated guess and my professional opinion, because I'm not really professional. I don't get paid. Enchantress. Alright, so they're not going to have that jungler. They don't want to have that pushing power. Chen and Enchantress both banned out. Trying to take away as much pushing power from Wolves, trying to force them into a carry situation. Broodmother, Chen, and Enchantress. Tinker is still available, though. Tinker has been popular lately, and is going to see what the Wolves decide to ban out. Tinker has been first ban, pretty well. So they're going to ban out the Morphling, which Korok loves to play. And so they're not going to have that carry. They still have Anti-Mage in it, but Anti-Mage is faded out as well. Tinker is still available. I can't be surprised if he gets through this ban pool. And they do need a... Yeah, they still do need a solo laner. Guess they could pick up Sand King for it. Sand King can run a solo lane if he wants to. It's not great, though. It's really not great. He's not going to get level 6 till late. It is hard to kill him, though. He is able to Burrow Strike and then use the Sandstorm to go invisible. He can stay in that Sandstorm as long as he wants. But Leshrac could pop him out of it with Split Earth. Windrunner wouldn't be able to catch him. CK wouldn't be able to catch him. They need to pop down a Sentry Ward other than just let, if they don't have Leshrac there. Still pretty open as to what these teams can decide to do. Wonder if they're gonna see carry again. I think it's going to be an interesting one, though. I don't think it's going to be... I'm not expecting that it's going to be a standard pickup. I think that's why they're debating. They've got a couple seconds left. 2, 1, and they pick up Lich, so they're going to be definitely going to be supporting and trying to make sure that they deny experience from the Wolves if they decide to go with a carry lineup. I think this is probably trying to force them away from picking a hard carry. Earthshaker is picked up as a ganker. Neither of them want to take the carry. They don't want... One of them is going to have to do it, though. Quantic has 30 seconds to decide who they want. Lone Druid, Lycan, CK, and Morphling are out. That leaves, like, Anti-Mage is the only popular pickup, the only standard pickup that I can think of. But he is, as I said, he's been phased out a little bit from the scene. We got 5 seconds left. Total of 2, 1, and it's going to be Night Stalker. So it's going to be Quantic is going the ganking lineup. Interested to see who they put on Night Stalker and what Korok is going to play. I don't see any of his mobile heals around. It could be the Night Stalker, and I think they're going to put him in mid lane. No, they're probably going to put him bottom lane. I'm keeping it. Well, it could be Invoker or Night Stalker in the middle lane. Hard to say exactly, but I think they want to get Night Stalker as big as possible early on so that he can get the ganks off at the first night. It's going to be an aggressive style out from Quantic, although that's not a surprise to anyone. Wolves have to decide what they want to do against this. They have a lineup for ganking, but they could go for a carry. They don't really have a whole lot of early game push, and there's really not much available for them to push with in early game. Tinker would be... Tinker could fit into this. With CK, you can kind of do semi-carry, sort of pretty much into late, pretty strong up until really late game. But Quantic don't really have the late game, and they're going to go with a Death Prophet. So they're going to be pushing with... They're going to be giving as much farm they can to her, and pushing with her at the... outside the base. Instead of actually Tinker. Tinker does get through the pool. So Quantic is going to have to... It's kind of interesting to see what they're going to decide to do here. How they're going to decide to lane all of this together. CK is probably going to be supported by Leshrac or Windrunner. They don't have a jungler, so Windrunner is actually... There's too many options. Although I do know that Death Prophet's going to need as much farm as possible. CK is going to be the next. So they're not... So, hard to say exactly. Quantic also have who they're going to put middle lane, not or solo lane. I'm not sure either. It could be Night Stalker or Invoker. Probably going to be Invoker. So let's introduce the Wolves here. We got Balsam is going to be playing on CK, Chaos Knight. Death Prophet is going to be picked up by S4. Dickinson is going to be playing on Leshrac. We have Windrunner here, played by Calculus, and the Nino is going to be playing the Earthshaker. On the Dire side, we have Brax on the Invoker. Nice cape, buddy. Iconoclast on Shadow Demon. I think that's a stand-in. We got Mikey. Mikey's going to be playing the Lich. Korok is going to be playing the carry Night Stalker role, and Painted Gold is going to be on the Enigma. Enigma actually not in his jungle right now. They probably suspect that the wolves are up in here trying to deny off these camps. They could place another ward right here or not. I'm not going to ward that one off. They do have this camp warded. And we'll have to see what the lanes are going to look out to be. It looks like Brax is going to be supported by Mikey. And middle lane, no, I think he's just going to deny this off, and Mikey's going to go up and support Korok, just so they get that little bit of advantage in early game. Painted Gold sitting out here is going to be the solo laner, it seems, and he's not going to be going in the jungle, so they're going to be laning an Enigma, which can be done, although I have heard that it sort of weakens your lanes a little bit. They're trying to block off the creeps, actually. They do get it off, and they send out the range creep first. It's going to be Leshrac supported by... Sorry, we have... One of you ain't enough. We have Balsam here supported by Dickinson. Top lane here is going to be a solo Windrunner. Bottom lane is going to be Death Prophet supported by Enigma. That dude. This guy. Earthshaker, that's it. And we have some trying to get Painted Gold back. They don't want to give him early farm, and I think the Fisher's going to come out. They're actually going to block off Painted Gold, taking a good amount of damage. They do need to get him, stop him from getting away, and I think it's going to be the First Blood. First Blood goes down. Death Prophet takes it. Painted Gold goes down. That's an excellent Fisher. I think he knew that he was screwed, so just kind of gave up on that one. He had nothing he could do about it, really. Earthshaker was going to stop him from getting through. Middle lane here we have Chaos Knight, and so it's going to be a dual mid lane, so both teams have decided to go dual mid lane. You got Steel. Look at Calculus here, using the illusions to keep Lich away, as well as harassing Korok at the same time. It's good plays right up there. Although Korok is gonna, this is a throwaway lane, so they're just trying to get Windrunner as much farm, try to deny as much as possible, but Korok is going to get a good amount of farm. While a Lich, they just want to make sure that Calculus doesn't get up to like level 6. They don't want. They just want to make sure that Calculus does not. And we have action in here, middle lane. While I'm talking about this, Fissure looks like it blocks off, and Invoker goes down. Chaos Knight, where the heck is Chaos Knight? Where did he go? He's in back here. Needed to retreat. Matchroom, change your goddamn name. Are you kidding me? All right. Thank you, DMS. And it looks like this is actually Matchroom. Iconoclast. Pause it. They are not happy about this. They are completely in... They are really enforcing the rules here. I want to make sure that the viewers get the most bang for their buck. If they did spend it. Matchroom, stand-in Matchroom. There he goes. Alright. Unpause coming back out. They are really making sure that they get the... They keep their foot down. Level 3 up here on Death Prophet. Getting a good amount of farm. 13 last hits up so far. And it looks like Mikey is actually taking a lot of damage. One more right click. No, two more. And it looks like now Calculus is on the way. And Void takes her out. Korok is still pretty low life. And if we have a Fissure up here from the No, he might be able to take it out. We have 175 and just above. So if he gets one hit plus a right click, he would take out Korok. But doesn't look like he's going to go on it. That would be a little bit risky. Looks like Korok was waiting to pop off the salve. And we got 7 last hits up here on Invoker versus 12 on Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight winning this a little bit. We have Shadow Demon pops down on a Sentry Ward to de-ward up here so they don't have that vision. And they'll make sure, but they, Dire make sure that they have this rune spotted out. So they do know they want to get the... And Korok actually goes down here top lane to Earthshaker, I think. But he is finished off by the tower, I suppose. What's Painted Gold doing up here? He has 8 last hits. No farm, all out of regen, has just one iron branch. This is going to be a tough lane for Painted Gold. Death Prophet now has a soul ring, going to be able to spam off her spells. Still has a salve and a bunch of regen available to her. So S4 doing a good job here. Double damage rune up on Matchroom. Going to be going back into lane. Remains to be seen whether or not they are going to force an issue here. Try to get a kill. Double damage is pretty powerful. But so are the heroes. So is Leshrac and Chaos Knight combo. Brax here, he's actually going the Quas build. No points in Exort. We want to get that cold snap to try to that powerful laning presence. And it looks like we have Korok and Mikey going on Calculus right here. Windrun is going to send her away. Earthshaker hasn't popped off his... Actually, doesn't have any mana for his Fisher and already used it. So I actually have kind of like two support heroes trying to deal with Korok, make sure he doesn't get any farm. However, he still has 20 last hits. And Mikey is 45. Sorry, 145 health. 3 last hits. Actually, no denies up on him. So I don't know if sacrifice actually counts as a full deny. I think it should. Be interested to see why he wouldn't have used it. Now Korok in here, fissured blocked off, and then chained to a tree, power shot to fly through. He now cannot get away. He has to run. Needs to get, they need one more type of stun or something, and it looks like power shot isn't going to have enough mana to be able to be popped off, and Korok gets away by the skin of his teeth yet again, but has no regen. It means he's going to have to back off, possibly go all the way back to base, and we'll have to spend money on a TP scroll to get back. Something you don't want to have to do. Bottom tower now being pressured. Painted Gold can't really do a whole lot. Does have a soul ring finished up, but as you can see, low health permits not much. Death Prophet now is going with Witchcraft and Crypt Swarm, which is pretty standard. Doesn't need the silence quite yet. Chaos Knight going the standard build, QE, as well as Leshrac doing the same thing. Invoker, he's got Quas Wex completely. We got Matrim here going with the Soul Catcher, plus 2 levels in Disruption. That's dealing a good amount of teamfight damage. Sacrifice and Frost Blast on Lich. Korok has decided to go with Hunter of the Night and maxing out Void, but he has 1 point in Crippling Fear. I'll have to see what he decides to go max out first after Void. But it looks like he has switched down to the bottom lane here, which might be a little bit easier for him. It looks like there are 3 heroes here on the Wolves side. Wolves looking at this middle tower. They think they want to kill, but Quantic knows this, and they are playing it safe. Korok in the jungle right here. He is up against 2 heroes, and this is a ton of stun. Earthshaker can be a huge problem for him. Like, he really wanted to get away from Earthshaker. And does Earthshaker find him? Does not find him. He's just in that one spot where he can't be seen quite yet. We have a ward placed down from him, and now we have plenty to go going on S4. S4 taking a lot of damage. Void is going to finish off, but Enigma's Eidolons were able to get the last hit, and Fisher wasn't able to save them. So Death Prophet goes down, and Korok is now, it is nighttime for him, so he's in full gank mode. He's going to go up into middle lane here, where there's a lot of action going on. We have an Invis up on Invoker. He has Shadow Walked himself away. Matrim is backing off. Night Stalker still not close enough. Hunter of the Night now level 2. And they're going to go back, and I think they're going to try to go on Earthshaker. We have Black Hole up on... No, Korok is going to teleport himself up top here, and they're just going to continue to farm. Did get his... Well, he didn't actually get the kill, but at least got the little bit of experience and maybe a little bit of gold for it. I'm not sure if they were able to split the gold on that one. Chaos Knight gets himself a haste rune. Matron trying to see this, and if they get a reality rift, no, they aren't going to get a reality rift on him, though that would have been a kill. We have Calculus is in here, middle lane. They're actually going for a gank up top. It looks like they're not actually going to get, they're not going to, oh, they're going to get a reality rift comes in with the stun to follow up. We have Death Prophet coming in with her wave. That finishes him off. Matron is taking a lot of damage, and the Edict is popped off. He disrupts himself up to save himself. The ultimate popped off up here from S4, and it looks like Lich goes down, but they do lose an Earthshaker. Still a decent trade. They get 1 tower, a little bit of damage. No damage, but 3 heroes. That was a nice play there by the Wolves. Korok is now dealing damage to this tower. And Cactus is going to come up here to defend it. Night Stalker backs off, just trying to get farm. Invoker up here, he's got phase boots, but not much else. Doesn't have his drum yet. Picks up a magic wand and a town portal scroll. Panic still doesn't have too much in the way of farm. S4, that was a nice set of kills for her. You got 22 seconds left for her ultimate, and then she's going to try to take another tower. Planeswalker spell resistance. Cloak. It's up on her, so it's to deal with Lich. Actually just got killed by Calculus, and I missed it. Anyways, Korok, it looks like Lich got a kill, sorry, on Calculus. I always get that backwards. Anyways, we got Chaos Knight trying to run after him, wants to try to get a kill on this in return, but he's not going to get it. Backs off. They are able to defend against their tower, and is going to take a little bit before Quantic comes back with this. It looks like Train Frost was popped off to get the kill on Calculus, and now we have Earthshaker getting focused down on in here. Ooh, Windrunner's coming here. Nice shackle to stop off the kill, and Earthshaker gets himself away. Now Brax is looking pretty sore. He goes down to S4, and Matron goes down as well. This is really good for Death Prophet. Plus, if they can get another tower for this kill, with the Death Prophet, they have a ton of pushing power. And they can take towers like crazy. The fortification is able to stop them a little bit, trying to save time on that ultimate. But it is going to go down quickly to the Edict, plus the Death Prophet ultimate, plus Chaos Knight with a double damage rune. Leshrac gets the last hit on the tower. And this top tower is now being pressured in, and it looks like they're going for a gank, but it's going to be a little bit late. They fortify to buy themselves a little more time. Dickinson going to try to come in here for the stun, but they're not going to be able to get it. They're just going to have to defend, and perhaps now that they're all there, they're going to decide to push. I think they are. They have grouped up. You have Earthshaker has his arcane boots. Dickinson, not with much. And actually a whole lot on Chaos Knight. Does have the Urn of Shadows. Able to help with the ganking power. We have phase boots and Basilius up on Calculus, and here they go on the tower. She doesn't have her focus fire. They don't really use that, but the Edict is able to deal tons of damage, so that is able to be their pushing power. It looks like Heike is going to go back into mid lane here while they do this to try to stop the trade. Power Shot flies through, and she's going to hit a shackle. No, they're going to wait, and Death Prophet is here. 22 seconds left on the ultimate. Has finished up the hood. Able to make her even more tanky. Allow her to stay longer in the team fight with her ultimate. And they're going to get the tower, but Wolves get the top tower. So all the Tier 1 towers are down on the Quantic side, whereas Quantic have only taken one Tier 1 tower. No, they haven't. They haven't even taken a tower yet. So they are going to have to hope for... Yeah, Korok is now here. He's going to try to... They're going to try to go on Nino. Actually, the tornado misses, and I think he's going to try to deny himself off to the creeps, and he doesn't actually get it. Invoker gets the last hit. And you got down here, we have Calculus going to Windrun away. We have S4 dealing a little bit of damage with the Crypt Swarm. Quantic really want to go in on this, but they don't have the initiation. Night Stalker just isn't the... they don't have enough stun, I think. They would need Enigma to get a nice black hole. But Pinnacle hasn't really gotten that off yet. I haven't even seen it popped off at all. Night Stalker is a hard pick to go for hard carry. If he doesn't get his ganks off, which he hasn't really... What's his score anyway? He's only got 2 kills. And, yeah, 3 assists. If he doesn't get big enough and isn't able to do anything at night, there's not a whole lot that he can do. Lich actually gets another kill on Chaos Knight. Popped off the ultimate to get that one. I think he was alone. Earthshaker standing in the trees right here. Pops off a sentry ward. They're trying to go for this middle tower. Night Stalker, it's hard for him to... He's more of a tank than he is like a full, true hard carry. And it's really... I don't think it's Korok's strength to be able to have a hero that's kind of limited in his mobility. So we'll have to see if they can farm up later in the game and hope that Night Stalker gets big enough. He has finished up a Vanguard, so that allows him to remain more of a power in the middle in the game. Wex is going up on Invoker, so they're going for the speed as well as, so they're going for the EMP Tornado kind of build, not going with the Exort ganking power. But they're going to try to get that Tornado to use that as a stun, which they really, really need. Because if they want to combine the Lich ultimate with the Enigma ultimate, but they haven't been able to get that off quite yet. If they're able to do that, they're able to get a huge team fight, win something in their favor, and stop the momentum that Wolves has already got. The Goldgraft's in favor of the Radiant, as actually Speedgraft's in favor of the Dire, interestingly. They do have more kills. EMP Tornado popped off, and that takes a lot of mana away from Chaos Knight. Mana is Chaos Knight's weakness, but Death Prophet is here pushing in the tower. Quantic is here to try to defend it, and it's going to be wait for the initiation. They don't have a Blink Dagger up on Enigma yet, but they're looking to buy it. Actually not going to go and defend this tower. Leshrac gets the last hit, where the Edict is what was able to allow them to do it, and I wonder if they're actually going to try to defend this middle tower as well. Or so they're going to back off from it. It looks like the Wolves are going away. They maybe a Roshan? No, they're not going to go for Roshan. That would be a little bit too risky. That's where he's going. He's finished up Power Shot, going for a Shackle Shot and Wind Run. Reality Rift and Chaos Bolt finished up on Chaos Knight. Leshrac is actually only level 7, hasn't gotten his Pulse Nova yet. You don't usually get that until level like 10 or so. He hasn't finished up a Bloodstone. He doesn't really have enough mana to sustain the Pulse Nova. So there's not too much use for him. Earthshaker has gone maxing out Fissure, getting Enchant Totem with 1 an Aftershock and 1 an Echo Slam. And Death Prophet has finished up Witchcraft, getting a little bit of Silence, and the Crypt Swarm and level 2 Exorcism. It's interesting that the XP is so much in favor of the Dire, but they haven't been able to take these team fights too well. They do have more kills though. So we get a Shackle going on onto Night Stalker. He takes a little bit of damage from the Power Shot. And we have Earthshaker caught out right here. Lich doing a little bit of damage to him. Enigma popping off his stun. We got Reality Rift coming out onto Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon should be able to go down to Sand King. Oh no, but the ultimate is popped off from Painted Gold, and a lot of damage coming out onto Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight goes down. That is 1 kill. That is an excellent job. Now Night Stalker is coming in here. I guess I might be wrong saying that Quantic really isn't winning these team fights. It really seemed like they would to me, but they've been doing pretty well. They caught them off. They cut off Wolves. They just haven't been able to defend their towers is the thing. They haven't been able to really force a team fight. They're really just looking to pick off heroes, I guess. You have Cold Snap coming out from Invoker onto Death Prophet. Fissure going to block off Painted Gold as well as Mikey. Crypt Swarm is going to catch Mikey, and a lot of damage coming out for him. Lich goes down. The ultimate was up on him, but they weren't able to force it. Did I just hear Puck? No, I swear to God I just heard Puck. Maybe that was Windrunner or some kind of error or something like that. Mechanism actually finished up on Enigma before the Blink Dagger. They do need that regen of health. That'll allow them to jump in on Death Prophet if they can. Death Prophet going to use the Exorcism for this. They don't. Looks like they really need to. Leshrac is dealing a lot of damage to the tower, and he gets the tower. So even though the XP is in favor of the Dire, they just can't take these team fights. They can't. Well, they don't want to go on these team fights. And it looks like they're going to top in to defend. The EMP Tornado popped off. And it looks like Chaos Knight actually doesn't get the EMP. The Chain Frost is now popped off. Going to get 2 heroes. Chaos Knight goes down. Chain Frost is hitting a good amount. Pipe was popped off, actually. Pipe is already up. Korok is focused down on. He actually gets stunned up. Echo Slam coming from Earthshaker. And they're going to have to back off. You don't want to chase a Death Prophet with her ultimate up. But we have a Malefice stun out onto Earthshaker. Earthshaker now caught out on this Void as well. And Night Stalker gets the final click. So if they can wait it out, they can win a team fight. But they just haven't been able to stop. They haven't been able to win them before they lose a tower. Losing towers isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is going to start to be a problem as now these tier 3 towers are being pressured. Quantic really needs to force the issue here. Death Prophet hasn't really died that much, I think. Let's see, we only have one death now on her, but it's still only one death on Night Stalker as well. Knight is going to be up pretty soon. He's going to be farming up a little bit. I think he might be point booster. I don't think he's going Aghanims first. I would expect him to go with a BKB. That would stop the magic damage that's coming out from Death Prophet. Allow him to run in and tank. I expect BKB is going to be up, and I expect someone's going to be building a pipe here. Not sure who. I don't see that started off on anyone right now. No one has it. Let's see, interesting. The staff is coming out onto Enigma. I wonder if he's going with a Force Staff rather than a Blink Dagger. I don't think he's not no Aghanim Scepter for him. Unless I am missing something. Let's see, oh, come on. Stop wasting time, dude. Staff of Wizardry. You can build anything with that. I have no idea what he's building. Anyways, now it looks like Brax is going to be caught out a little bit. If they can get a Leshrac stun, this would be pretty huge. And Leshrac is here. Dickinson kind of block him up, but he doesn't really see. I think Brax knows something's up here. I think Brax is just walking into it like, is that a glitch? Is that a glitch or something? Leshrac is waiting patiently for his support to come in. They really want to go on this. And now it is here. Reality Rift is up. No stun, actually. They do need the stun. Shadow Walk is popped off. Brax is actually going to be not backing away. We have Korra coming in here, dealing the Void out to Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight taking a lot of damage. Power Shot's going to be flying through Reality Rift, but Chaos Knight goes down. That is a great kill for Quantic. Look at Leshrac. Leshrac able to hit the stun, but Mech popped off. Painted Gold looking for a black hole, but wasn't able to get it. We have Night Stalker diving in here. Night Stalker gets a kill on Dickinson. Fisher going to stop him off a little bit. We do get a black hole up here from onto Calculus. And going to finish her off with the Tornado. Invoker gets the last hit there. And that leaves only Death Prophet. Death Prophet too low on mana to pop off the Exorcism. Fissure coming out from Earthshaker. He has his Echo Slam up, but they're just going to allow to look to defend. Now that they have the advantage, they're going to should be able to take this. Fortification is going to hold them off just a bit longer, but the tower goes down. And Death Prophet gets a deny. Excellent deny. There we go. The pipe is from Death Prophet, who has tons of farm, man. 117 last hits. How much does Night Stalker have? How much does Korak have here? Korak has 104, so, you know, right nipping at the heels. Nipping at the heels. Switching up those power treads. It's good to switch up power treads. I mean, it gives you plus 8 in the selected attribute. It's nothing to scoff at. Strength, intelligence, or agility, whichever one you want. I think they're going up for a smoke. Do they have a smoke somewhere? Yes, the smoke is here on Leshrac. You know, wait to finish up this creep, and there's a smoke. I'll look for a kill, but Quantic side knows that they're all missing. Doesn't want to get caught out. I think it's just going to be a team fight mid if they just kind of walk into each other here. It's going to be interesting to see who decides to make the initiation, or if Wolves is going to take it. They're going to go in. They're going to find Korak. Korak is shackled up. He is now disrupted up by Shadow Demon, and oh no, Earthshaker's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Gets silenced. Oh, the Ice Blast actually doesn't bounce. And it looks like Leshrac is in a bad place. Enigma going to stun him up. The Edict coming out from him. Leshrac goes down to Invoker. This is the power. This is the power. It looks like they're just, yeah. Quantic is now taking the team fights. Now that Death Prophet is less powerful, and Chaos Knight just hasn't been able to do a whole lot. The initiation wasn't there. They did get the initiation up on Cork, but wasn't able to follow it up with enough. And that Matrim actually disrupting him up allowed the essentially cut down the shackle up from Windrunner. Cut down on the amount of stun time, amount of time that he could be damaged or take damage. We're back to farming mode. I think Wolves didn't like the result of that team fight, so they need to get something up on them before they decide to make another initiation. But Quantic knows they have the power to do something now, and they're going to use that power to the best of their ability. Now we got 1 point up in Exort from the Invoker. Almost max this Wex. How much does that give? The Tornado now has 2,800 range. It goes up to 3,200. Got a lift time of 1.1 seconds, so that's not very long. And bonus damage is about 160. So it's not a bad stun. Not a bad stun indeed. Looks like Death Prophet is up here farming the jungle a little bit, see what she can get. I think she's looking for a Bloodstone or an Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter, actually not upgradable, so probably looking for a Bloodstone. Korok is there. They're running in right now. Look how fast he is. Hunter of the Night maxed out as well. He's got Power Treads. He's finished off his Aghanim Scepter, so if you look at what his vision is on the map right here, check out that night vision with the Aghanim Scepter. Shadow Demon actually gets a kill on Chaos Knight. I kind of missed that one. I think that was bottom lane here. I was looking at middle lane. I thought there was going to be a team fight here. But it looks like Quantic is going to be taking this, focusing on this tower right here. While Wolves go up to top lane and middle lane, they're going to try to push in. Unless they don't know where Quantic actually went. Well, they should have known because they had this ward. They do know now. But they're going to try to counter push, and they're not defending. They're going to have to wait for some TPs. All right, we have one TP right here. There's going to be Windrunner. Windrunner's going to have a hard time against 5 heroes, though. Power Shot does fly through. Doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, though. Not enough to back him off. And there's not enough heroes here to defend, and actually just farming up the jungle, trying to get a little bit bigger. I'm not worried about this tower at all. We have 2 heroes here. We have Chaos Knight coming in. The Dingo gets the last hit on the tower. Power Shot flies through again. We got 4 staffs going up. We're going to get Silence up on Windrunner plus a Void. That's just to back them off, and now they're not going to try to force the issue on the tier 3 tower. Still do have 2 tier 2 towers left on the Wolf side, but that is only a 1 tower advantage. This tower is only having taken a little bit of damage. Not too much though. Roshan is not up, so I think Matron was just buying something from the shop. If you don't know, you can go like right in here and you can access the shop. Korok now has a Gem of True Sight. Actually, we have Aegis up on him still. He hasn't died from that. Aghanim Scepter, as I said before, has a huge night vision. The vision goes through trees as well. Painted Gold is right here. They do see Painted Gold is on Quantic's side, so of course they see him. Just farming up the jungle. Power Shot flies through, trying to push him back a little bit. Crypt Swarm trying to block off the creep wave, and Fissure to come out to do the same thing. But they do get their way to the tower, and doesn't look like they're going to initiate on a full team fight right now. They do have to worry about the black hole that is up. Shadow Shot gonna catch Korok out. This we get a fortification, making them waste a little more time here. Korok is actually gonna go in, get silenced up, and disrupted by Matron to try to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. Wolves are waiting for the right time, and Quantic is going to back off. Not going to force its full team fight here. If Painted Gold is able to get his 4 staff initiation, that would be a team fight right there. Earthshaker finished up his Blink Dagger, so that could be an initiation too. Echo Slam is when you couple Echo Slam with Aftershock, gives you a 1.5 second stun, and then if you hit Fissure off after that. That is another couple seconds to give you a little bit of stun. Both teams looking for big team fights. Haven't seen really a lot of counter push. They don't really have too much counter push either. Or sorry, split push, not counter push. The Wolves, I think they're expecting Quantic to go top lane. But now they're kind of looking for him. They should be able. I don't know if they have been seen by this ward. Actually, that's Quantic's ward, so never mind. They're gonna go on Death Prophet. Death Prophet taking a void, backing off. Hasn't popped off the ultimate in a while. They're going up top lane to pressure that one in. So this is what the split. This is the split push. They're trying to confuse Wolves, force them around the map a little bit, so that they can get catch them a little bit off guard. So if they have to run around back and forth behind all the way, I can distract them a bit, allow them to distract them enough to get this tower without Death Prophet taking too much, dealing too much damage. And the Chaos Knight Bolt got 4 seconds up on that thing. Korak is going to take a lot of damage, but he's pretty tanky, so he's able to survive. He's going to be able to get away, no problem. Now it looks, Wolves is, all the Wolves are here. If they can get a, they have a pop down their ward. If they can get Painted Gold to make a huge initiation, nope. But they're actually just going to back off. Waiting for the split push, trying to get a, wait for the right time to get the initiation. Painted Gold in the jungle now. He is level 15. Pretty good farm. It looks like the courier is bringing him something. Courier is going to bring him a BKB. So now he's going to be a bit safer with his initiation, because you will have a hard time stunning him while he's BKB'd. Saved from Magic Immunity. What items are they looking for now? I think, let's see. Korak, he has 2.6k. Finished up the Vanguards, and not exactly sure what he's going to be going next. I suppose it could be a Assault Cuirass, or maybe a Skull Basher, then to Abyssal Blade to get him some stun, which they don't really have. If we can combine now, Painted Gold, if he can get off a, we have a Wolves here, have to back off a little bit. Black Hole plus a Lich ultimate would be huge. They have pushed themselves in, but they aren't going to go in. They can pop off the ultimate right now, and they pop off CK's ultimate, get stunned up a little bit, and they use the DP ultimate, going to take a lot of damage to the tower. Black Hole popped off from Quantic Gold BKB, not the Black Hole, waiting for the right time to get the Black Hole off. Malefice stun up on Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight goes down. Korak is in here. Disruption up on Death Prophet. Korak taking too much damage from the ultimate. You get the ultimate popped off from Lich. There's a lot of damage coming out onto S4. S4 goes down. Echo Slam up now. Korak is very low on life, but they aren't able to finish him off quite yet. Is they going to be able to go on him? Oh, it looks like the one goes down, or the whatever his name is. Earthshaker goes down, and Windrunner cannot finish off Korak. The stun going up. The Aegis is now burned, but Windrunner goes down. We have CK now here. He has to back off. He's the only one alive. If he gets stunned up right here, if he gets a cold snap, it's going to be the end of his life. And here it is. Cold snap, I think. Here we go. Urn is popped off from Korak. He slows him down with the Void. CK trying to get himself away from this. The Deafening Blast to stun him just a tiny bit more. Trying to get into the trees, not able to do so, and he goes down. But now Death Prophet is here to try to defend. That was a team fight plus. That was an entire team wipe plus. So what's the XP graph looking like these days? 15k in favor of the Dire. Now the gold graph goes in their favor as well. So Carry's strategy is working out. I'm really surprised Korak was able to survive Windrunner right there. If they had like a power shot or just any other type of burst damage, if Earthshaker came in and tried to, actually the fissure was popped off on him. Wasn't a whole lot the Wolves could do at that point. Just a good team fight going the way of Quantic. I don't even think I saw a Black Hole. Yeah, Black Hole would still be down, so that wasn't even popped off by Painted Gold. Just the Malefice stun that finished off CK. And we have another team fight up here. Mikey actually getting caught out by the fissure, plus the Leshrac stun. The mech popped off to try to save him. Force-staffed himself. He gets force-staffed out of this by Painted Gold. I don't think he has a force-staff up on himself. No, that was from Painted Gold. The Nino, not the one. The Wolves are backing off. Going into the middle lane here. An aggressive ward that's still here from Quantic. Matron farming up just a bit. Get his vitality booster. Painted Gold, nothing new on him. We got Invoker with German Endurance and Force Staff as well. Going up with the ultimate or probably for the Scythe of Vice. That would be a huge problem for CK. Korak is has a lot of gold, but hasn't bought anything just yet. Ooh, middle lane here. They do actually force the issue and get the tower. They're trying to look for the barracks, which is what they need right now. If they got a Black Hole catches off S4 as well as Calculus. The Ah, no, the Lich ultimate is not dealing enough damage. Echo Slam has popped off here. The Barracks is almost down, but Korik's taking a lot of damage right now. He gets Force Staff away. Monster kill up on Invoker, then the Nino has gone down. And now Korak is still here, and it looks like the S4 has still not go down. The ultimate finishes off on her, heals her up. Disruption now out onto Lishrak, and S4 goes down. Lishrak is now focused down on, and he goes down. That's another team wipe, and they did get the Barracks, though. They did get the melee Barracks for that, which is worth it. It forces Quantic to have to deal with this middle lane, but at a huge cost. At a huge cost. It just gives more XP, 20k in favor of the Quantic. And they're going to go for Roshan, which they have the ability to do. Should be able to take him out before the Wolves have anything they can do about it. Also coming in, Power Shot, they know that this is happening. They actually have 2 heroes down on the Quantic side. Let's see if they're going to decide to go for the initiation here. Might, I don't know, though they are going to initiate on Matron. Matron taking Ida and getting shackled up. We have a Reality Rift coming out onto him. He goes down to Balsam. Balsam now, they're going to catch out Brax. Brax is going to get taken out. Oh, Force Stat, Vice. Scythe of Vice is finished up just in time for Brax to be able to get out of that, and it looks like CK going to try to get himself in here. Painted Gold now dealing the Malefice stun. Now he gets shackled up. He's stunned up for a long time from CK. CK still low on life. Pipe popped off. Low life on Quantic side. They have to be careful now. They have the ultimate up, the Exorcism ultimate up on the Wolf side. And they do lose Shadow Demon. They do lose Matrim in that, and it looks like the Wolves are going to try to finish off Roshan, get it for themselves, which would give them huge pushing power. If they can put that on Death Prophet, wait for the Exorcism ultimate to come up on her, that would be big pushing power. Who are they going to put it on? Bloodstone is actually finished up on her, so they don't really have to worry about her dying too much. They do going to put it on her, but with Bloodstone, it reduces your cooldown time, your respawn time. Well, she only has 4 charges up on it. Died a little bit too much with it, so that effect is a little bit lessened. Gonna wait for the right time to do their initiation. Right time to push. I think Quantic is now not too happy about this. They need to make sure that team fights don't keep going the way of Wolves. Make sure that they do get the initiation. It's all about initiation here. If they pick off someone, or someone goes down out of place, that is the team fight, basically. Because the other side has to back off. They have 2 heavy team fight lineups. The smoke is up here. They're looking for someone they want. They know that they need to get off a. They know that they need to get off a gank. They've found out where the Wolves are. They're going to go in. Actually, they're going to force a full team fight. If Painted Gold can get the ultimate off immediately, he has a Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger actually catches himself off, gets 2 heroes, Zanino as well as Lishrak. Lishrak and Earthshaker are down. Now we have Disruption up on CK Balsam. Now he's not in a good spot. He's in the middle of 5 heroes. He's going to be taken out really quickly. At a Shackle coming out onto Lich, but Calculus is going to have to worry, going to have to get herself away. They had a lot of time left before they can. The Wolves are up. We can push in the creep wave with enough time, and perhaps might be able to get themselves a Rax if they can get another team fight that goes their way, although they don't have. They have the Lich ultimate still available, but they don't have Enigma's ultimate for another minute and a half, a little bit longer. Almost, 2 minutes before Painted Gold's ultimate is up. They are going to try to force the issue here. You have 3 seconds left on Earthshaker, 17 seconds left on CK. They're just going to try to deal damage. I don't think they're going to try to go in for another big team fight. They don't actually they actually only get the creep wave to push in before they have to blink themselves away, or teleport themselves out of here, because they don't want to lose the second set of racks to these mega creeps. This is a problem. This is what the Wolves wanted. That is why they wasted, they didn't waste, but why they risked so much to get that racks down. Forces means that anytime Quantic is away from their middle lane, away from dealing with that, they are ticking time bomb. So what has Nightstalker bought? I want to know. He has finished up the Assault Cuirass. He's going for that build, making his team fight, giving extra attack speed to his team, as well as himself. It's a good item to have on him. Now Wolves are ready for another team fight. They want to get another set of racks, so they can do that. That would mean big things for them. Even though they are down on gold and down on XP, they still are in this game. If they can get this, if they can deal enough damage to this tower, but Quantic is ready for it. And here they go, the tornado to pop off initiation. S4 is still here. Enigma Ultimate is not up here. We got Pipe popped off, and it looks like Balsam is going to take a damage. He's Reality Riff onto Lich. Lich is able to get away. They're still taking a lot of damage on the tower. Lich Ultimate is now popped off. Going to hit Calculus. Here we go, and it looks like low life on S4. S4 is going to have to get away. Ooh, Aegis is burned up on her. Now she is caught out. It might be another death for her if they don't get in. Echo Slam is going to deal with the creep wave. And it looks like Power Shot fly through. Brack's taking a lot of damage. Kork's kind of low on life here. Looks like Earthshaker goes down. Ah, Korok. Korok is still low on life. We got a Shackle up here. Nice on Mikey. Mikey not dead yet. Brax is here low on life. Nightstalker gets a monster kill on Leshrac. And now it's going to look like this is going to be a death of CK. Sunstrike going to make sure that that didn't happen. Death Prophet is now here, and that is going to be her death as well. Whew, okay, so that's another team fight that goes away of Quantic. They defended against their, they defended their tower, actually. It has 215 hit points left. They aren't able to, I wonder if they don't really have enough time to make the push. They not wasted, but they used up a lot of their life to deal with this. Force Staff as well as Blink Dagger are up on Enigma. So Painted Gold has a ton of mobility. Nothing new on Matrim, and then we have on Scythe of Vice was finished up a while ago on Invoker. He's sitting on 2.3k. Korok is sitting on probably just keeping his stuff for buyback. Boots of Travel now finished up on Painted Gold. He's going to be everywhere all at once. And they're gonna try to get the barracks of their own. That would balance them out. They're just gonna push it in. Gonna wait for. They don't have an initiation. They don't want to have to initiate with the Wolves having the advantage of the high ground plus their tower, which is still at full health. Do they have a smoke? I don't think any of them have a smoke. Yeah, none of them seem to have a smoke, so they're not going to be able to initiate that way. Teleport up from Invoker to defend their top tower. Korok is still here. They can't take a team fight, though. Wolves are split up just a little bit. They do have a smoke up on them. If they can get initiation inside their jungle, they should be able to deal a lot of damage without Invoker here. Lich Ultimate is available. Painted Gold Ultimate is available as well. It looks like CK is going to be caught out here. They didn't want to lose them like this. Black Hole gets two of them. S4 as well as Dickinson. And the Power Shot flies through. Sunstrike. Oh, Echo Slam taking so much damage. The Death Prophet Ultimate dealing a lot of damage as well. Lich Ultimate is now popped off. S4 goes down. Korok has to run away from these guys. And oh man, the Wolves are still in this game. Buyback had to be forced out by Matrim. That was a pretty equal trade right there, although it shouldn't have been because look at the XP graph. It's like 25k in favor of the Dire. With Invoker, that might have been a different story. What is the gold graph looking like? Gold graph's still in favor of the Quantic side. And they're going to go on S4 right now. They know the ultimate is not up. They're going to silence up. Sheeped up now. They're going to take a lot of damage from Korok. Korok finishes her off. And they're going to stun up here on from the Calculus. Calculus taking a lot of damage. Deafening Blast going to slow her up. Mech is popped off, but she goes down. That is 3 heroes dead, and now Quantic has the advantage, so they should be able to push in, although the creep wave is not in the place where they want it to, so I don't think they're going to be able to get in to the Dire base, I mean the Radiant base, before they need to, before the rest of the heroes are back up. Looks like Quantic is, Brax is buying up something. He bought up a point booster, looking for that Aghanim Scepter, be able to quickly switch up between his spells. Yeah, it's actually now going full Exort as well as Wex. So Wex Exort build on him. Mikey just looking at getting some farm up in the jungle. Force Staff up on him. How many Force Staffs is that? 1, 2... Korok doesn't have a Force Staff. Already has a Force Staff, so that gives Enigma a Force Staff as well. So that's 3 Force Staffs. What's a Blink Dagger on Enigma as well as Boots of Travel. Hugely mobile team. taking the team fights, making sure that they can get out of the Death Prophet ultimate without taking too much damage from it. Actually, Painted Gold is in a bad spot right now. Has Boots of Travel, so he can get out of this if he needs to. The Wolves might be able to initiate on him. Looks like they're kind of grouping up for it. Just need a stun, and they're actually just going to defend. Power Shot flies through, gets a little bit of the last hits. Night Stalker, you can see him like a beacon. And clear off that creep wave, clear off that push. So it's really good defense on the Wolf side. That is what has kept them in the game. Actually, is that they were able to push out these. They were able to push out these lanes. So when they lost team fights, Quantic wasn't already at their base. So they had a lot of time before that they needed to come back and defend, which has been really good for them. Painted Gold doing what he can to farm up. They're kind of looking for Roshan. I don't know. Yeah, looking up Blink, Force Staff. Just trying to scout things out a little bit. The Wolves are actually forcing something right here. It looks like they want to try to go again. They are going for it. It's a little bit risky move on their part, but they really need this Rax. They really, really, really need it. EMP misses. S4 ultimate is available. The Quantic is now grouping up. Quantic is grouping up. This is big. If they can get the right initiation, they might be able to take this team fight. So they're going to have to deal with a lot of damage that they have to come out from that. And here we go. We got a Black Hole. It's going to catch S4 as well as Calculus. And if S4 goes down before he can pop off the ultimate, that's not going to be a good thing. S4 goes down. That is the death of Death Prophet. Now Dickinson is going to die right here. CK is in the middle of things, but CK gets himself Matrim. And Deafening Blast going to pop off. Earthshaker goes down. CK is still alive, but not for long. That is another team wipe. They weren't able to get the racks that they needed, but the lanes are still pushed out, so Quantic still has a lot of time, has a long way to go before they can take another set of barracks, or a single set of barracks. They don't even have anything. They are going to use their advantage and take Roshan, still having to defend their middle lane. The Wolves really want that barracks. Do it for the viewers, Invoker. Go creeps. Yeah. Die to the creeps. Die to the creeps, man. Roshan falls to the Dire. Oh, 7. Oh! Yes! He's dead! Ah! Invoker, you joker. Brax. What a dude. The barracks actually goes down. That's what he was trying to defend against. Range barracks down. That means that they have to push. I can't believe they lost the barracks. It's kind of hard to believe. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anywho, the Wolves are grouping up yet again. They are not going to give up. They really, really want this Rax, even though they're like 40k XP advantage. They really want these Racks. I can't see anything else. They've even pushed out. Look at this. This lane is pushed out. Middle lane is still in their favor because they have the mega creeps, and they just need to worry about this one lane right here. They even have Night Sucker up here. Korok is up here to defend it. He has a Skull Basher. Looking at the Abyssal Blade too. That's going to be a big item up on him. Going to give another stun. They are going for it. Night Sucker coming in. Everyone is here to defend. The ultimate now, 45 seconds up. Black Hole is not able to have the initiation with them. Wolves will just keep battering you until they lose. Going to go down valiantly. They almost have this tower. 99 hit points left. The ultimate popped off now here from S4. Before the tower goes down, they get the tower that they were looking for. Korok is now in here. They focus down on S4. S4, Fisher's actually able to stop Korok. Korok 4 steps up, just a little bit of weight. Oh no, he goes down. Aegis is burned. Aegis is burned. CK is dead. Night Sucker is back in the action right here. Death Prophet has not been killed yet. Lishrak is going to go down. Silenced up on him. Now we have a Shackle going out, going to catch 2 heroes. Invoker plus Earthshaker. Earthshaker comes in with the Echo Slam. Going to stun up Korok. Going to try to do anything that they can here. Earthshaker goes down. Death Prophet is still alive by some means, and she now is finished off. Buyback from Death Prophet. Calculus goes down. Sunstrike doesn't even need to hit. They do lose the tower. don't deal enough damage to the barracks, but they're just trying to pick away at it. Man. Abyssal Blade is finished up now on Night Stalker. I cannot believe they still are able to even do anything in these team fights with the 40k disadvantage in experience. Korak is level 22, just going to go right on by himself onto S4. S4 does not have the Exorcism up, and it looks like the Abyssal Blade was able to stop the teleport, so S4 goes down. SK is bringing himself in, going to deal a decent amount of damage actually to Night Stalker, going to stun him up. But S4 is down for 60 seconds. Does not have buyback, that is on cooldown. Just wasted the buyback right there. Not wasted, but burned it. Cheese is still up on Night Stalker. So he's going to be a huge team fight. Dickinson now, oh man, you're going to go down. You're melting away. And they're going to force this away. For the viewers, what is he talking about? Who is going to die to creeps for the viewers? I don't know. What do you got up here? Nothing. Now the tower goes down, middle lane. Barracks are going to go down. They're them going to be able to finish off fortification and buy them a little bit more time. Fisher going to try to stun him up, but the black hole going to be popped off, catching 2 heroes. He's Lich Ultimate coming in, dealing a ton of damage that way. That is finished off. Does he have a Veil of Discord? No, he doesn't have a Veil of Discord. I don't see a Veil of Discord. Medallion of Courage, though, up on him. Now we have Balsam caught out. He's melted away very fast. Bottom tower now going to be going down. They're going to get the racks as well for this. No one to defend it. They are too long. GG, well played, coming out from the Wolves side. GG's all around, and that was a fun game to catch. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And there's the defense though, so they do have that time ranking thing. They're gonna try to stay in as long as they can for the team fight. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure I like that time ranking thing. Just kind of leaves more team fight, kind of yelling and stuff. There's really not much they can do at this point. So a 20k gold advantage, near 50k XP advantage, and Quantic is finally able to take the match. Korak showing that he can play a Night Stalker, doing a great job there. Mega Creeps now available to the Dire, blinking in from here. Queen of Painted Gold going to Lich Ultimate is going to pop off yet again. Chaos Knight kind of try to drag him in. Korak actually going down to this. I'm not even sure if he has cheese up. Not going to buy back yet. The Radiant Ancients go down. GG. Anyways, Love is Dead. That was a match of the defense. It was Copenhagen Wolves versus Quantic Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'll put this game up as a VOD on my YouTube page. Search Love is Dead, and you'll find me. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in.